Even though I'm not a fan and we have our differences, I think that was a bit much.
A few days ago, a sight caught the attention of the public. Chrisean Rock showed up at Blueface's court date with her son Junior, only to be taken into custody by federal agents not long after. When Chrisean was publicly chastised by Blueface's mother, Carissa, for allegedly being a careless mother, the matter swiftly descended into a family drama. Carissa questioned why Junior seemed to have been abandoned and reprimanded Chrisean and Blueface for acting so carelessly. Hi there and welcome back to Rumor Spill. Carissa talked about her worries and related a fictitious exchange with Mr. Sapo. Carissa thought about what she could do to protect the kids in case something catastrophic happened. She pictured a situation in which Junior and probably Blueface's other child, Callie, would have been taken care of by someone, maybe a friend or cousin. She berated the lack of accountability and foresight, pointing out that it is unlikely that such a chaotic situation could be managed well without adequate planning. When it became known that Chrisean had been dodging legal proceedings from Oklahoma since 2022, the strain increased. Many were astonished by her carefree demeanor, particularly when she said on Instagram Live that she had no intention of turning herself in to the police. Now that Chrisean and Blueface have both been found guilty of felonies, it is possible that Junior may be placed in lifelong detention. Concern was heightened by the mystery surrounding his location and the speculation that he might be with Marsh. Cheyenne's dubious acquaintance. As we dug deeper into the day of the court hearing, Carissa's feelings, and the ramifications for Junior's future, the story kept developing. Chrisean was heard asking the officers why she was arrested, clearly confused by the abrupt change in circumstances. She was informed that it was because of a warrant, but the lack of specifics made her even more confused and anxious. For those who don't know, Chrisean Rock and Blueface have had a turbulent relationship characterized by arguments in public, troubles in court, and scandals on social media. Their private lives have not been calm, in spite of their notoriety. Their saga continued to grow with the most recent event at the court hearing. When Chrisean and Junior arrived at the courthouse, she was almost immediately arrested by LAPD police, who appeared to have anticipated her presence. While Junior was being removed from the scene by Child Protective Services, CPS-2 female officers thoroughly searched Chrisean during this arrest. It was eventually revealed that Junior was in the care of his godmother, Marsh, despite the fact that this action by CPS caused immediate outcry and raised concerns for his safety and well-being. Amid all of this confusion, Carissa expressed how distressed she was, criticizing Chrisean's parenting style and expressing serious worries for Junior's future. She bemoaned that neither she nor Blueface were given credit for their efforts and that they were portrayed as bad parents. Carissa's tearful outburst conveyed her tremendous concern for her grandchild in the midst of her ongoing legal issues. In addition to her irritation with the arrest, Chrisean was discovered in possession of illicit substances in Oklahoma in 2022. Rather than answer the accusations, she ran away to Los Angeles in an attempt to avoid going to jail. She bravely declared on Instagram Live that she was aware of her outstanding warrants but had no intention of turning herself in, even though she was facing the possibility of being arrested. Her dramatic arrest resulted from her belligerent attitude, which shocked many with her cavalier disregard for grave legal concerns. With both parents behind bars, Junior's circumstances have gotten more and more unstable. The public's curiosity and anxiety have only grown as a result of CPS's involvement and the ambiguity surrounding his precise location. Imagine the daunting scenario Carissa described after seeing the happenings in the courtroom, a scene full of emotional turmoil and legal drama to further compound the complexities. In an eye-opening moment, Carissa called out Chrisean's parenting in a live Instagram video, expressing her anguish and disgust. Overwhelmed by the day's events and the broader consequences for her family, she struggled to fathom the unfolding drama. The family's predicament, which is characterized by personal problems and legal entanglements, indicates a difficult road ahead, especially with regard to Junior's welfare and upbringing. This story lays the groundwork for a further investigation of the difficulties this broken family faces, in addition to capturing the immediate responses and ramifications of the events of that day. The concerning the future of a small child enmeshed in the upheaval of his parents' turbulent life are raised by the narrative's captivating yet unsettling quality, which is further enhanced by the intricacy of their circumstances, legal complications, and public attention. A child's existence disturbed by the upheaval of adult conflicts is depicted in a frightening way in the story of Junior, who finds himself enmeshed in a tornado of familial chaos and legal entanglements. His grandma Carissa has spoken out about the unstable state of affairs, worrying about her grandson's future in light of the legal disputes that his parents, Chrisean and Blueface, are involved in. Carissa expressed her concerns when she questioned Chrisean's capacity to uphold stability and behave like a responsible parent, pointing out that Chrisean's past reckless behavior had had a direct impact on her son. After being discovered in possession of illegal drugs in Oklahoma in 2022, Chrisean's legal issues started. Rather than face her charges, she ran away to Los Angeles in the hopes of avoiding jail time. She acknowledged in an eye-opening Instagram live session that she had managed the responsibilities of parenthood while negotiating and paying off certain bills to better her circumstances. She failed to notice an outstanding warrant nonetheless, and many of her supporters were taken aback by her nonchalant attitude toward such grave legal matters. Things got even more confusing when Chrisean was arrested, and it turned out that she was at fault for things happening at Blueface's house. Her life has been beset by a series of legal issues, of which this occurrence was only one aspect. A viral video of Blueface's father, who angrily refused to accept responsibility for Junior during a court appearance, added to the spectacle. The public outcry was only heightened by this denial, which also presented a dismal image of the child's future. Carissa intervened in the middle of this legal quagmire, wanting to give her grandchild a safe haven. She related a moving courtroom moment when she and Marsh, another family member, decided to act. When I answered, "I'll take the infant," Marsh gave me a look and a nod. Carissa revealed, emphasizing her proactive attitude to ensuring Junior's well-being. "I told Chrisean to just wait for my son to come in with the baby and let him tell you what he needs." Furthermore, Carissa revealed her plan to post the entire incident on Patreon, suggesting that there were attempts by others to manipulate the facts to create a false impression of Junior's lack of family love. She even brought up an incident in which it appeared like Jaden, another family member, was prepared to take on child custody. The intervention of Child Protective Services, CPS, highlights the gravity of the problem. Given his parents' complicated legal histories, CPS has assumed the lead in figuring out Junior's best course of action. The public has expressed strong sentiments, with some calling for accountability and others expressing sympathy with Christians. In response, a child welfare specialist said that CPS would probably do a thorough investigation and that Junior might end up in foster care or with a responsible family member. The response from the larger community is a mixture of shock and worry for Junior's welfare. Remarks range from appraisals of Chrisean's ability to make decisions to sympathies for Carissa's situation as she observes her family's hardship. "It's tragic to see Junior caught in this mess," one commenter said, while another emphasized the significance of giving him a secure and loving environment. The tale of this family demonstrates the difficulties in handling legal matters while attempting to keep a small child's life somewhat normal. The court's role is to examine the risk posed by the parents' legal difficulties and determine if they can offer a stable home for Junior. Carissa is obviously devastated and ferociously determined to defend her grandson, as evidenced by her tearful Instagram live statement, "I can't stand to see my grandson like this." Many people were moved by Carissa's appeal, which highlighted Junior's strong familial ties and his fervent need for security and affection. The need to settle Junior's custody dispute becomes more pressing as Blueface and Chrisean fight their legal battles. According to the legal expert's analysis, the court will take a number of considerations into account, but the safety of the child will always come first. Junior's parents are still facing legal challenges, so Junior's future is still uncertain. Right now, the top priority is to place him in a caring and secure setting where he can develop and flourish, free from the shadow of legal disputes. Despite all the obstacles, the neighborhood remains vigilant and hopeful for a resolution to Junior's case that will secure a brighter future for him. Subscribe Rumor Spill for more videos.